Kung meron pong nasaktan sa aking mga kilos, nasabi, actions, or na-file, I beg for your understanding. I pray that with the passage of time, you will find it in your heart to forgive me.
Times, I am glad that I have been able to call upon you. I am confident that from here on, you will continue to make a difference wherever you choose to serve. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, honored guests, thank you for the opportunity to address this august chamber for the last time. I must admit, I was hesitant to go through with this valedictory as I am not overly fond of goodbyes. Yet responsibility and tradition must always trump personal desire, and that is why I yield to the wisdom of custom. Many see tradition in a negative light, but perhaps as we see various institutions crumble because they neglect or forget their purpose and jump on every new way that opens up, this is also a reminder for us to look within ourselves and to look back. The Senate is an institution built on tradition, not because we are an old-fashioned bunch that stubbornly clings to the past, but because it must, by function, bridge the present and the future to the past. The people have looked to the Senate as a bastion of democracy because the Senate is memory and conscience, because it was built as an ideal, a place where members are expected to uphold decorum and respect alongside their sworn duty to serve the public interest. But I am not here to lecture. Rather, I am here to express my thanks. I entered this chamber 12 years ago under less than ideal circumstances, winning a mandate to serve, but also with a target on my back. Dakilang alalay lang daw ako, pinuna ang kulay ng balat ko. Nasaan si JV? Nasaan si JV? Pati ang mga damit ko, ginawang meme na viral sa social media. They say the Senate is like the stage where every move is scrutinized under glaring light. But I've always believed in making lemonade out of lemons. So I came out with not one, but 2 books about bullying and the philosophy on niceness and treating other people with respect and love. I am grateful for all the criticism, both the deserved and uncalled for, which has made my skin thicker. We need thick skin in governance, not so we can remain callous to the people's pleas, but so that we can trudge forward and stay true to what we believe in, even when it is unpopular or against the dominant powers. I am also thankful to the Filipino people that has afforded me the opportunity to prove myself, that they have kept an open mind, let go of their prejudices, and accepted me when I was able to show what I was capable of. I wish to thank my colleagues, past and present. As a neophyte who belonged in the minority in 2013, I count myself lucky to have been able to rely on stalwarts such as then Minority Leader Senator Juan Ponce Enrile, among others, to initiate me on the value of rigor and tradition, on the nuances of coalition building and deliberation that is the bulk of our work as lawmakers. I am thankful for having found true friends in the seatmates block. Our work is difficult and asks so much of us. I owe my survival on having friends like you who made working fun despite all the challenges. salamat sa Senate Secretariat, ang unsung heroes ng kamarang ito. Lalo na po sa mga nakasama ko noong ako'y naging chairman ng Committee on Accounts. Nakasama kong nag-iikot halos kada linggo sa new Senate building. Maraming salamat din sa mga COMSEC na na-assign sa lahat ng aking chairmanship. You are the bedrock upon which all our meaningful work is built. To my staff, who have kept me company on this journey like a family. We have gone through the ups and downs and sideward lurches of work amid ever-changing times. I am glad that I have been able to call upon you. I am confident that from here on, you will continue to make a difference wherever you choose to serve. My actual family have served as my compass and shield in the 12 years I have served here and beyond. All the best of me is because of them. To my ex-boyfriend and to my children, thank you for sharing me with our people and understanding that I cannot be a full-time mom because of my other responsibilities. To my father, former Vice President Jejomar Binay, and my mother, Dr. Elenita Binay, from you, I have learned much of what now guides me in service. Esteemed colleagues, I will leave it up to history to judge whether my work was deserving of my position as a senator. I came here with good intentions, armed with a notion of how to apply the teachings of my father, a lifelong public servant, the principles of honor, excellence, and service of our shared alma mater, the University of the Philippines, as well as the principles of Ora et Labora, instilled by the St. Scholasticus College in my formative years. I would like to believe that I tried. I have advocated various measures that are close to my heart and poured time and energy towards the many causes that our institution has taken up to serve the people. I am thankful to have been at the forefront of history, even as I mourn some of the changes that we have witnessed as a nation. I leave these halls not with a heart that is heavy from regrets, but a heart made full by many kindnesses that I have encountered. Hindi ako nawawalan ng pag-asa nang ang Senado ay mananatiling haligi ng kalayaan na masasandigan ng taong bayan. Salamat sa pagiging bahagi ng yugtong ito ng buhay ko at sana magkakaroon pa din tayo ng pagkakataon na magtulungan para naman sa lungsod na pamumunuan ko. Kaya abangan niyo po ang mga folders na ipapadala ko sa office niyo. Muli po, maraming salamat.
Thank you, Senator Binay. Noted, entered into the record. Session is suspended. Our distinguished minority floor leader, Senator Coco Pimentel,
Thank you.
is recognized. You may proceed, sir.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, my dear colleagues, our Senate staff, our Senate Secretariat, our guests, my Commander-in-Chief is also here, our dear countrymen. Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. I am about to deliver my valedictory speech. This is one perk of being a senator which I would relish the most. My father was the valedictorian of all his classes throughout his academic life, from elementary, high school, college, and even up to College of Law. I was never a valedictorian, but I still get to deliver a valedictory speech. Swerte ko naman. Sabi ng ating konstitusyon, sovereignty resides in the people and all government authority emanates from them. I have been blessed by God and the Filipino people with the opportunity to hold a high government position. These 13 plus years I have spent as a senator in the service of the Filipino people have been the most fulfilling years of my life. This is an opportunity and an experience not given to many. I am very grateful to the universe for this. Who would have predicted or who would have thought that this would happen to an introvert person like me? My Senate journey began not in the usual way, but through an extraordinary and unique experience that tested our resolve and faith in the democratic process. But I am grateful that what began as an electoral protest has since grown into a relationship marked by mutual respect, collaboration, and even friendship. A reminder, kumpare pa. So a reminder that in the end, we are all here to serve the Filipino people. So let me go back to the decision which allowed me to be part of this chamber, Mr. President. Siguro nalimutan na nila, pero hindi ko po nalilimutan. Yung mga senador who voted to allow me to sit in the Senate in my protest way back in August 11, 2011. Pia Cayetano. So, hindi ko nalilimutan yun, Pia. So thank you very much. Bong, baka nalimutan mo na, but you were part of it. Thank you very much, Bong. And of course, returning Senator Kiko Pangilinan and former Senator Greg Onasan and Sonny Trillanes, and also Lito Lapid was a member of the set. And I just want to make it of record, Mr. President, the justices from the Supreme Court who made possible my stint as a senator, then Senior Associate Justice, the chairman of the set, Antonio Carpio, Associate Justice Teresita Leonardo de Castro, and Associate Justice Arturo Brion. So this chapter in my life, while unconventional, set the tone for the kind of public service I aspired to offer. One rooted in truth and justice, constitutionalism, rule of law, and the unwavering dedication to serve the people's interest. Napansin nga ni Senator Risa Ontiveros, because this is our last day, so I'm about to end my tenure as a senator. Sabi niya, ang bookends ng political life mo, andito si Comelec sa umpisa, andito pa rin si Comelec sa dulo. So, because if you remember, my dear colleagues, last December 11, 2024, you were already congratulating me. Oh, but that was 6 months ago. So 6 months later, hindi pa rin tapos ang issue na yon. So I hope nagdilang anghel kayo nung 6 months ago, Mr. President. In 2016, this chamber entrusted me with the honor of being Senate President, a role previously held by my father, Senate President Nene Pimentel. Can I reveal, Ma'am Lauren, can I reveal that ikaw may kasalanan nito? Yes, opo. Wala po akong ambisyon. Ako po'y tinawagan ni Senator Lauren at sinabihan na, mag-ambisyon ka maging Senate President. Okay, so for 22 months, I endeavored to uphold my vision of a Philippine society which is just and fair, which saves and shares, scientific, peaceful, educated, healthy, democratic, and which is most of all happy and free with overflowing love of God and country. So passing a law is a collective effort. So together, all of us, during my time as Senate President, we shepherded, we started and or passed landmark measures. Free tuition, free irrigation, the wage increases for public servants, the doubling of the base pay of military and uniform personnel, free public Wi-Fi, and extended the validity of passports and driver's licenses, care of Senator Grace Po, the Bangsamoro Organic Act, MIGS sa'yo to, which is the effort of MIGS Subiri, the universal access to quality tertiary education, the train law, especially that aspect which lowered personal income tax rates, the ease of doing business, Mental Health Act, to name a few. I would also like to thank all of you for helping me pass and or for designating me to be the sponsor or co-sponsor of many other laws involving creation of courts, the NBI Modernization Act, the Estate Tax Amnesty Law, the Retail Trade Liberalization Amendments, the creation of the Department of Migrant Workers, sa'yo to, Joel, the Creative Industries Development Act and the Centenarians Act, both laws with the help of IME, the Government Procurement Reform Act, the Archipelagic Sea Lanes Act with the help of TOL, among others. One of the great privileges of serving in this chamber has been meeting and learning from some of the finest minds in our country's political and legislative history. I am grateful to have learned from their wisdom and, of course, from your wisdom, my dear colleagues, and your wit and your statesmanship. My time as minority leader has been most fulfilling too. I have learned a lot having been forced to read almost all of your bills. Totoo. Pero hindi kaya. Kaya I said almost all. So I thank my compatriot in the minority of two, Senator Risa Ontiveros, for electing me as the minority leader. Ganun kasimple yung aming eleksyon, actually, Mr. President. So, iwan ko na lang po sa inyo bilang pakiusap ko ang mga panukalang batas na na-file ko na sumasalamin sa aking mga personal na advokasya, kabilang dito ang pagtatag ng ospital para sa mga senior citizens. Saan si Senator Bongo? Sana pansinin naman niya ito. Ang modernisasyon ng Philippine Orthopedic Hospital. Ito, pag-isipan niyo po ito na mabuti, ang pagbuwag ng travel tax. Because, I mean, nasa Constitution kasi that we have the right to travel, so we do not tax a right. At ang integrasyon ng computer programming sa basic education curriculum. Sinusulong ko rin ang reforma sa People's Initiative and Referendum Act, pakitingin na lang po. And also, I filed some measures designed to discourage negligence and recklessness, yung tinatawag na mga quasi-offenses, sa dami ng mga aksidente ng mga bus, mga heavy vehicles leading to injuries as well as loss of lives. Pag-aralan po natin ito. Marami akong lessons learned. For example, saan ako nagkamali, paano nyo kami nautakan? Oh. Yes, paano nautakan ng majority ay minority? Tapos, actually, may pagkakamali kami na present kaming dalawa. Kung absent yung isa, meron sana kaming parliamentary maneuver na nagawa. Pero hindi ko na muna i-detalye, ikwento lahat ito kasi ang bala ko isulat ito sa isang libro para naman merong pang bumili ng libro ko. Okay? So I owe this journey to many. Hindi ko po ito narating ng mag-isa. So to my colleagues, all of you, so if I look around, I think I've spent enough time in this chamber and I've been so siguro so involved in your professional lives that I think I have personal relationships with all of you. Actually, with all of you. Ito, si Sila Bato, si Bongo, si Robin. May kaso pa nga kami. We are fighting over a political party. Oh, and because of that, I have been forced to look for another political party. So party mates ko na, Tita Cynthia, Amy Marcos, Mark Villar, Pia Cayetano. So I really have, I believe I have personal relationships with all of you. So I want to thank all of you. The Senate is not a place for echo chambers, but for courageous discourse. In diversity, we find democracy's heartbeat. Salamat for debating with me. I learned a lot from using my kokote. And I believe this is also an anti-Alzheimer's measure. Diba? So, maraming salamat po muli sa inyo lahat. Pero siguro, kung meron man nasaktan sa 13 years ko rito sa Senado, kasi siyempre na-involved din tayo sa some highly political issues eh. Kung meron pong nasaktan sa aking mga kilos, nasabi, actions, or na-file, I beg for your understanding. And I pray that with the passage of time, you will find it in your heart to forgive me. So ganun lang po. If ever. Okay, so I'm assuming meron kasi lahat tayo dito, sensitive eh. Karamihan sa atin rito sensitive. So, basta ulitin ko to my dear colleagues, I really thank you. No? You have been all very kind to me. You have been all very good to me. And you have been all, i-all ko na lang para hindi na natin isipin. You have been all very generous to me. Okay. To the Senate Secretariat and staff, the OSAA, even our cleaning staff, thank you for keeping this institution alive day in and day out. Your work, often unseen, ensures that the Senate remains a bastion of democracy. Lahat po tayo may ambag to making the Senate a bastion of democracy. So to my own staff, sana staff ko, may andito konti, okay. Thank you for making me more efficient by multiplying the number of my mini-me's. Yan sila. So I hope meron po kayo meron kayong natutunan sa time ninyo sa akin, and congratulations to all of my staff who have been hired by incoming senators. So to my family, Kat is here. Kat, my wife, she's the commander-in-chief I mentioned earlier. My mother, si Nanay Bing, of course my siblings, and my classmates and my close friends. Your faith in me has been my anchor. Public service demands long hours and personal sacrifice. Thank you for your prayers, understanding, and actual support. To the people of the Philippines, you entrusted me not only with votes, but with your hopes. I hope my service has honored that trust. Though I leave this chamber, I remain your public servant in my capacity as a lawyer and as a concerned and involved citizen, advocating for federalism and faster local development, for a just and fair society, and for preferential focus on the poor. I also leave you with one wish. May the laws you pass rescue the poor and helpless and deliver them from the grasp of evil people. as it is written in Psalm 82:4. I live carrying with me the lessons from this chamber, the friendships I have made, and the love I have deepened for this country. Public office is borrowed time, and my time here, though ending, will always remain a chapter I will cherish. It has been the honor of my life to serve you as Senator of the Republic of the Philippines. Maraming salamat po sa Sambayanang Pilipinas.
Thank you, Senator Pimentel. Duly noted and entered into the record. Session is suspended.